Hi everyone, Miss Kramer here. Your art teacher and I have decided to team up this year to bring you some amazing art projects. So you may see me on a video, you may see your art teacher on a video, or you may see another art teacher on a video. I teach over at Manor and St. Mike's. So if you're one of my students, hi. If you're not, I can't wait to do some amazing artwork with you this year. Your teacher and I have decided to do something for the fall. You may have noticed it's starting to get cold out and the leaves are falling. So it's now time for that season, fall, which is a fun season because you get the leaves all together and jump in them in a big pile, which is a lot of fun. So I challenge you to do that with some of your friends. So we are actually going to be doing a pumpkin because it's a great symbol for the fall. So a pumpkin is used lots of times in decoration during the fall. People carve them, people paint them, sometimes they use them for decoration, all kinds of things. So we're actually going to be using ours as an art project using Zentangles. Zentangles are a design that artists have used for years to make some really amazing art. So we're going to teach you how to do that, but we're going to do this step by step. So this lesson is going to be on how to make the pumpkin. So that's the first step. And then in another video, we're going to teach you how to do some practice work with Zentangles and then apply them to your pumpkin. So it's going to be a process. So don't think you have to get this done all in one day. That would be way too much work for anybody. So you need to take a break in between. So what we have today is an example at the top. So you may be able to see at the top I have a finished project, and it's just going to be black and white, no color. Black and white is what Zen is usually used with, just black and white. Sometimes you'll add color, but for this project, we're going to stick with black and white. So those students that I've had before, as artists, we know that eraser is our best friend. So the end of the eraser is actually a great tool for an artist. So we're actually going to use the end of the eraser and create the beginning of our pumpkin. We're simply going to use an oval. So in the middle of your paper, roughly, and I'm going to go down a little bit so I have room for the stem. So I'm going to actually draw my oval, and you're not going to be able to see it, but I'm going to do it for me. So it's going to leave a little pink trail of eraser. So when you do this, you'll see a little pink trail on your paper. So if you don't like it, the cool thing is you'll wipe it away and you have absolutely no pencil on your paper. If you do like it, then you just trace over it. So I actually like this one, so I'm going to leave it. And then instead of using pencil, you're going to use pencil. I'm going to use that marker so you can see it because the pencil doesn't show up on the video. So here is my oval that I'm going to start with. I'm just going to trace my eraser. And it doesn't have to be a perfect oval because pumpkins aren't perfect. Okay, it was a little wobbly. It's all right. So once you have your oval, what you're going to be doing is basically overlapping ovals. And what will happen is it'll actually turn out to kind of be like the letter C, if you think about it. So I'm going to start over here. And if you look, I'm going to start at the top, and I'm actually creating the letter C. See how that's a letter C and it's overlapping. So technically, this is an oval overlapping an oval. So I'm going to do the same thing, move over, and I'm going to create another C. So now I have my overlapping. And now I'm going to create another one. And I decide as an artist how big I want my pumpkin to be. So that's one side of my pumpkin. Now I'm going to come over here and basically do the same thing, but backwards, see? So I'm still going to do my oval, and I'm going to come down here until it runs into the bottom. I'm going to come here, do the same thing, and maybe I'll bring this one over a little bit farther and catch it so it looks like it might be curving around the edge a little bit, going into the background. So once you've done the size that you want, and as an artist, I like to do odd numbers. So let's count these and see if I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Seven's an odd number. I don't like doing even numbers just as an artist because aesthetically they just don't look as good. And even numbers divided by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I would stay away from those. So if you can do 5, 7, 9, that works out a little bit better. So I have my pumpkin base here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I've never seen a perfect pumpkin ever. And they probably do grow, but I've never seen one. So once you have your pumpkin set, now we're going to do this up here is going to be where the stem goes. So up here, you're just going to find where you'd like to start your stem and just curve it up and curve it up. And then I like to make a little curve sideways, just like a little hook. And then at the end, if you color the end in with a black circle, that makes it look like it was cut off and it's dimensional. And then I like to put some texture lines in here to just make it look like that it is kind of line or woody like that. So, and you may also want to add a leaf because sometimes there's a leaf still stuck on the vine. And so what I do is I actually start with the center line first. That's the vein, and then I just curve out on each side, curve out, and I just create my leaf. And then I just add some veins inside to create that texture to make it look like a leaf. So really simple, and it just adds kind of a nice dimension to your drawing. So once you have the pumpkin, you'll notice up here, we actually have divided the whole background and doing Zentangles in the background also. So it's up to you how many you do, but you need to have it filled up kind of all the way around. So you just want to do two. That's not enough. So I do it like puzzle pieces. So I'm just going to start here and I'm just going to wiggle my way and decide how I want mine to break up. And you're going to go right to the edge of the paper and you decide how much you want them to wiggle out. Puzzle pieces. I know all of you probably have put together puzzles in the past. I'm going to do a little overlap here where it goes behind the leaf and sneaks out and goes up over the leaf. Then here I'm going to do one. I'm going to make this one closer, and then I'm going to divide this one here. So I have my background all broken up now. So when we start to do our Zentangles, we'll do our pumpkin first, and then we'll finish it off in the background. So there it is. We're starting with an oval, and we're just doing overlapping, and it's as simple as that to be an amazing artist. So now it's your turn. You do the best you can at making the pumpkin. And you can stop this video wherever you need to and replay it. And then the next video, we're going to teach you how to do the Zentangle designs. Good luck, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Happy drawing!